So something that I've seen a lot lately. Not sure why that is. I don't know if companies are trying to force people out or what, but I've seen a lot of questions and concerns about performance improvement plans, or as we in HR would call them, PIPs. And it seems people don't know, one, what do you do about them? What are they? Why am I on one? And then two, it's kind of the idea of, can you recover from one? If you find yourself on a PIP, can you actually improve, get better, and get back in the good graces of the company? And so, having spent most of my career in HR, seeing these things from behind the scenes, talking with leaders about PIPs, just thought I would share my opinion. And just as a disclaimer, that's all this is, my opinion. I'm not a performance improvement expert. I don't have all the answers. I'm just a guy who's worked in HR for a long time and has seen a lot of this. So rather than drag it out and give like my final analysis at the very end of this video, I'm just going to bury the lead early and just be very clear. If you find yourself on a performance improvement plan, start looking for other jobs. That's my advice. Start looking for other jobs. Now, why would I say that? First off, what is a performance improvement plan? It is a plan that is laid out by your leader, by HR, whoever it is that's assigning you the plan, for you to do steps, take actions that are going to help your performance improve, right? Could be performance at your job. Maybe you have timekeeping issues, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, that's the general crux of what a performance improvement plan is. And it's going to be a document that will be kept up, signed, and put in your employee file, and will stay in your employee file as long as you work at that company. So there are really only two reasons why you would end up on a performance improvement plan. One is you have terrible performance. Something is amiss. And two, you work for a terrible company or under a terrible leader. If you have performance issues, get it together, right? Fix the issue. Do what you need to do. And then if you want to stay at that company, you can. But know that that PIP is going with you everywhere you go within that company. If it's the other, you haven't had performance issues, then your leader sucks and you're not a valued employee. Now, some of you may be offended because you're on a PIP and now I just said you're not valued. I'm not saying that you're not valuable. You are valuable. Your leader doesn't value you. Now, how would I know that? Well, I know that because put yourself in a leadership role. If you were the leader of a team and you had a highly valued employee, would you ever put them on a plan that's going to document performance issues going into their employee file for the rest of their career there? Would you? You wouldn't. What would you do? You would pull that valued employee to the side and you would say, listen, here are some issues that I'm seeing. These are the things that I think you can do to improve them, and I would like to see some improvement in those areas. And you would handle it with that employee because you value them. You don't want to put some performance plan in their employee file. You don't want it to go up the chain to senior level leaders, to HR. You want to handle it yourself. And that's what a good leader will do. And that brings me to my next thing. So often when I hear people questioning performance improvement plans, they're on there by surprise. It seems like so many people have this idea that out of nowhere, they got put on this performance improvement plan. There's two things about that. One, it should never be out of nowhere, right? So either you need to do some soul searching and really think about it. Have they been warning you about this? And if they have, you need to pay better attention in the future. But if there was no warning, then you really work for a sorry company and your leader sucks. And I say that because, once again, a leader that values you is going to try to prevent that from happening. They're not going to want you to be on a performance improvement plan. And if they've never mentioned it and you're on the performance improvement plan, then one, They don't value you enough to even try to help you. Or two, they're too scared to confront you. Both of which are a sign of a terrible leader and not somebody that you want work for. So you need to get out of there. Now, I know some of you don't want to change companies. So I will give you my advice in that situation. If you find yourself on a performance improvement plan and you want to be successful, you want to stay at your company, you need to have a meeting with your leader. You need to very clearly discuss all the points in that performance improvement plan. You need to get details on what they expect you to do in order to accomplish it. You need to make sure that that performance improvement plan is possible. Do they have things in there that aren't even in your wheelhouse? There's things you're not even going to be able to accomplish. And you want to clarify everything you can so that when you complete the very specific task that you've pinned them down to, you can adequately show that you've done it. And if it sounds too vague, ask them, clarify that. If they say, hey, you need to be timely, what exactly does that mean? Are you talking about when I show up to work? Are we talking about meetings? Should I be early? What exactly are we talking about? But you want to get it all clarified so that you can clearly demonstrate that you've done the things necessary. And the reality is the more you can pin them down on specific things, the more and more likely it is that you can show that you've accomplished it. But again, at the end of the day, as someone in HR, I think 90% of the time, a performance improvement plan is just the initial stages of a company documenting why they're going to get rid of you. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would say that's not the case, but that's been my experience. So fortunately, I've avoided being on performance improvement plans, but I've never seen one that goes well. And from what I've heard from leaders, most of them don't expect them to go well. And most of the good leaders, which I've been lucky enough to have a lot of good leaders, they would never put you on a performance improvement plan. They're going to pull you to the side and they're going to talk to you about it well before any performance improvement plan would ever be needed. So if you find yourself on a PIP, start looking for a new job. If you're really hesitant to do that, get as much clarity and details as you can on the plan and then knock it out. And even if you're looking for a new job, kill it on the PIP. That way they can't fire you. And then when you find that new job, you get out. That's my advice. I will see you guys in the next one.